Your workforce might love work from home, it might loathe work from home, but would it want to pay for the privilege? 2020 has been a lot of things to the world of business, but undeniably, whether this has been government force or a preference, it has been the year of remote working too. In fact, at one point during the early lockdown, over 50% of the country's workforce was completing their labour or job remotely, and according to a recent study, over 90% of workers wish to continue working either remotely or from home in the long term. So why is work from home making the headlines again, although it has been part of the agenda for the past 10 months or so? It's because last week Deutsche Bank suggested that employees who choose to work from home should be paying a 5% tax for every day they choose to do so. Alternatively, if the employee or worker does not have a desk or place to work from that the employer is providing, the employer should pay a 5% tax on every day that employee cannot go into the office. They argue this would pay for the old economy of workers, those who cannot complete their job remotely, such as those in the hospitality or healthcare industries. Is the investment bank solution to work from home popular? Well, in short, no. Many are suggesting that just because you are working from home, it doesn't mean you're the most financially well off. Indeed, others have pointed out that Deutsche Bank had a large vested interest in commercial real estate. But for the HR agenda, there are some probably more pressing things to consider too. Working from home has allowed HR to widen its talent pool. There are many anecdotal examples of reaching out to talented individuals with specific skill sets that businesses wouldn't have been able to do so if they merely existed in a set location. A work from home tax could also damage the gender gap. Flexible working has benefited many women who were struggling to get back into the workplace after childbirth because their firms or certain firms weren't able to offer flexibility as a benefit. Now, that is not the case. However, it's not to suggest that working from home hasn't caused its own issues. There are a rise in the number of employees citing burnout, which levels have doubled during lockdown, isolation, overwork, interruption, and difficulty communicating with others. What is not clear is whether a 5% tax on them working from home could solve any of these issues. For more news, deep dives, features, and investigations of pressing issues on the HR agenda, please visit hrgrapevine.com.